Can you stop pulling these pictures up? All right, we're starting the show. Welcome back, everybody. We're on episode 51.
Welcome back to the Ben and Emil Show.
What did you just say?
The Ben and Emil Show?
Oh, I thought you said Benham.
The Ben and Emil Show.
Yes.
I'm Emil DeRosa. Ben couldn't be here, but we have fill-in host Kate Gosselin with us.
Don't do it. I don't want to know. We're starting over. I don't want that.
No, we have guest host Kate Gosselin.
No, we're not doing that. I'm serious. I don't want that in there. It's too embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
Ben.
I'm embarrassed.
Luckily, Kate was able to get a babysitter for her.
Are you insisting that it stays in the episode then?
Yes.
Okay, fine. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm going against my mom and my brother's suggestion that we don't call attention to it. But my guy who cuts my hair, who has been cutting my hair since I've been in high school practically for the last several years, has been like, let's put a little color in your hair. Let's do some highlights. And I'm like, no, I don't need that. And the last few times he's like, it really looked good. I really think we should do it. Trust me, we can just do it. He said, this last time I said, you know what? Okay, go ahead. And so he did. And let's leave it at that.
Well, enough about the haircut, Kate. I want to talk about what you've been up to these last few years.
Well, my moron ex-husband, as we all know, has been DJing. And I have just been, I've been spending my time yelling at Arby's managers.
Oh, that's great. And
complaining.
The kids must be in college now.
I don't know. I don't have any contact with those little idiots.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I've been too busy at Arby's yelling at managers and pay less.
This article says you're storming your way back to the small screen. Is that true?
Yeah. I've got a TV show all about how Arby's...
You're going to different Arby's across the country.
I'm going to every... you know how that YouTube guy did... he went... I think it was Ed Burback went to every like Fuddruckers in America. Mm-hmm. I am going to every Arby's in America. I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain to the managers. I'm working downtown with Benny on me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. So listen up to Benny on me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Boy, you made my eyes water. I was laughing so hard.
Oh,
there.
Good. Well,
anyway, thanks for that, Emil. Thank you, trusted companion.
Also, I want to be clear. I hardly even noticed, and then Ben pointed it out.
That's true.
You could have just...
Dylan said, I wouldn't have even noticed. You just look sun-kissed.
Yeah.
I said,
you
thanks.
Look great. You look
Thanks,
great.
brother. Thank you. All right, let's go to the comment of the
week. It would
week.
have just been a little healthy razzing.
Can't wait for the comment of the week next week. I'm sure there'll be gold. But Butt Butter on the benandemilshow.com says, Emil with a mustache would look like your average dictator.
I saw that. I didn't quite understand.
It means that if you had a mustache, you might look like your average
Maybe if
dictator.
my hair was cut. I can't. I was trying to think of any dictator with a long flowing hair.
True. And also, Old Dirty Collins said, sitting here listening to Ben describe in detail how to make what he called a pipe bomb-like thing. And I thought that was fun because, I sat there last week in detail. I'm also wearing my... Shout out to Dan Toomey.
Big shout out to Dan Toomey.
I'm wearing my Good Work shirt that I got. Boy, we've got a powerful episode. We've got quite the episode. We're talking about the Trump trial. Everything's going anti-woke. Oh, yeah, milk me, baby. Everything's anti-woke.
We're going to talk about
everything's going woke. So
an economy has sprung up around anti-woke.
And then the GameStop stuff just gets more and more exciting.
Roaring Kitty is back again.
That guy's got, holy God. It's really, it's quite a big story. It's really interesting on many levels to me and also equally perplexing. So we'll get into that, and then there's another billionaire who, for some reason, wants to prove that submersibles are safe. Yeah, it's called submarines, dude, and they're in the Navy. I mean, they got it. They got it dialed down. Not these little death pods. I don't know why he's doing it. We'll
find out.
And then if we got time, Kathy Wood just sucks ass and continues to make the dumbest investing decisions. And Mexico got a new lady president. Did you know that like 138 other candidates got assassinated?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like 137 or 138. Apparently it happens all the time during election season if you're running for political office for president in Mexico.
But those weren't presidential candidates.
I think so.
They had 138.
Well, like in the early part of the race.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I saw it on.
Don't you think that sounds like a lot?
I saw it on Autism Capital's Twitter account, which is a real account. It's called Autism Capital.
I think maybe political candidates across the country, but
yeah, maybe
for maybe small seats and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't imagine they had
small seats. What, like a stool, 3 legs?
139
people got killed.
No, well, if the stat is real, but 139 people running for president.
Again, I think that's like where it starts, and then it trickles down into the Mexican Republican and Mexican Democrat, which is what their political parties are.
That's so many people.
Yeah. It's like how they're just a little bit sweeter because they use real sugar, like Mexican Coke. You're Googling it? Yeah, what are you Googling? Mexican election assassinated. Here we go, folks. This is the first thing we're Googling of the day. How many? Was I right? Was it correct?
37 candidates assassinated.
Excuse me.
So you
37
added
candidates
number one, you
assassinated.
added 100.
I added 100 to it. I think there was one year where it was particularly violent, but yeah, 37.
Christ. Yeah, I mean, you can understand why I would be shocked at 100.
Still, one would be too many. Imagine if RFK Jr. was taking a leisurely stroll in a top-down Bel Air in Dallas, Texas. And then someone shot
They're talking
his head
about there was 20,000 positions to fill and 70,000 candidates vying for the spots. So it wasn't presidential
Jesus
candidates.
Christ. Oh, okay.
Oof.
Still. 37 people getting assassinated.
Put the Ben versus Meal counter up. That's 1-0.
Is that 1 for you, 0 for me?
Yeah.
But we're both. Well, actually, I was wrong twice because I said 137 presidential candidates. Well, okay, let's get into the let's get into
the Trump trial.
So the gentleman who, as you all know, who was the president of the United States, greatest president we've ever had for so many reasons.
Ben can't wait to vote for him a third time.
Can't wait to vote for him a third time. He was guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records related to paying off Stormy Daniels, the pornographic actress. He paid her $130,000
to stay quiet.
To stay quiet.
Hush money. Hush.
He did it via his so-called fixer, Michael Cohen, his lawyer. Michael Cohen paid Stormy Daniels out of his own pocket $130,000, and then Michael Cohen got reimbursed.
Which is one of the stupidest things you can do.
What, reimbursement?
No, telling Trump you'll handle it and just get paid later. Guy never pays up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's so true.
Buffoon.
Total buffoon. Idiot.
Yeah, I'll handle it. Give me the money.
So that happened in 2016. Sentencing is going to be on July 11th, just days before the GOP convention. So, oh boy. I mean, just right off the bat, I don't know. My mom was really excited about this.
Oh, moms are loving it.
Moms everywhere.
Suburban moms?
Suburban moms.
Remember Trump when he was like, "Suburban moms, why don't you like me?"
He said that?
Yeah.
Why don't you like me? I don't understand. My mom was thrilled. She's like, they finally got him. And I'm like, Mom, I remember you saying that when Rachel Maddow gleefully announced that they got his tax returns. And I remember when, the grab him by the pussy thing and everything.
Come on, he's Teflon Don.
He's Teflon Don. Nothing's going to stick. And I said, what do you think's going to happen? She goes, I think that people are going to see through who he is, and all of this stuff is really going to affect his image. And I disagreed. I said that I think this is going to make him even stronger, and this is going to make the case for anyone who was a fence sitter. That I'm sure that they're like, oh yeah, they're deep state's going after him too hard. I'm voting Trump.
I don't think that's fair. I don't know exactly I can't obviously know exactly what it does to a fencer, but I'm sure it's probably split. I imagine There's some people like that. I imagine there's some people like, all right, I'm finally out, but who fucking knows? I mean, his base obviously
it does wonders for his base. Because he raised how much money?
$34.8 million. And that's the other thing. So I mean, they broke their own record. You know, it raised $34.8 million from small donors in less than 7 hours following the verdict. But
do you know what the previous record was?
I don't. But this is the most important part. From their data, nearly 30% of those donors were brand new to the Trump donation site.
Whoa. From their data, it said that?
Yeah.
I wonder what the mama said. Yeah, I know. No, that's pretty good to me.
I wish we would cut it, but I want you to see
the
what
data
he's done.
said that, but the mama said. Hey, everybody. We got to take a quick break here to thank Shopify, who's sponsoring this show. Ka-ching, ka-ching. That's the sound of a new sale on Shopify. Hey, you know, I was just thinking about good duos, my man.
Me too. You know who I was thinking
about? Chips and salsa.
What? Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale. Chips and salsa is mine. Chips and guacamole is another.
Yep.
I would say, you know, a little, you know, you're at a bar and you have a little something after you've had a Miller High Life.
A chip.
Chip. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Peanut butter and jelly. Honey and mustard.
Banana.
Honey and mustard. Honey mustard.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What else you got? Strawberries and cream.
Oh, come on.
Root and beer. How about that? Huh?
Imagine and Dragons.
Pie and whipped cream. Anyway, Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you. Hey, you know what the perfect duo is? Also, another perfect duo that when it comes to growing your business, that's you and Shopify.
You're the chip. Shopify's the dip.
Yeah, or the guacamole. Oh, I guess that's any kind of dip. But folks, Shopify is basically anybody who has an online store. They're using Shopify.
You gotta have it. You need it. All right. It's a global commerce platform that helps you at every stage of your business.
That's right.
Okay. From the launch of your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to did we just hit 1 million orders stage?
Yeah. Wow. Boy, I can't wait to get there. So Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And they are the global force behind names like Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's extensive help resources are there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period. You can't beat that. At shopify.com/BAES, BAES, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/BAES now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in.
Shopify.com/BAES. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Also, the funniest thing about all this, you know, he spent $130,000 trying to keep it quiet. It's like going back through from 2015 on, nothing's hurt him.
Of course.
You know, this whole...
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. But no, but he would have saved himself $130,000 and a whole headache by letting it just come out.
Yeah, letting Stormy Daniels, because she ended up coming out anyway.
But I also kind of get his. I mean, it was a different time back then. You were like able to tank campaigns by being like, actually, Senator, we heard you had a extramarital affair, and he's like, I have to resign. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Didn't someone get not in trouble, but.
Oh, was it John Edwards you're thinking of?
No, not the guy, but
no, that's not John Edwards.
Did John Kerry eat a hot dog funny? Someone ate a hot dog, and everybody was like, look at that fucking moron. He's guzzling that thing.
I don't remember.
He's just taking a bite, just throating the damn hot dog. The glizzy, as everybody calls him.
I mean, there's all kinds of things. Michael Dukakis with the looking funny in the helmet.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Howard Dean with
yeah, that's Howard Dean.
That's the most insane one to me. He was enthusiastic,
but Trump changed everything. He should have. I mean, well, that's the thing. He could have never known. We all thought when everything came out, the grab him by the pussy thing. We were like, damn, they finally got him.
Yep,
boys, we got him.
And then
people were like, actually, that's cool.
Wait, it's actually what me and my boys talk about in the locker room specifically. We make jokes like that. Well, Trump said, I am of course, he said exactly. If you were to ask an AI what Trump said, it would spit out this. I am a very innocent man. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. What's interesting to me also is that David Pecker, the National Enquirer guy.
Nice name.
Yeah, I know. No kidding. Might as well be called Tommy Penis. Tommy Penis, owner of People magazine.
Well,
Good
maybe
to
it
meet
was.
you.
Maybe he changed it. It's like Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah. Why would you change it from something else to Dick Van Dyke?
Well, because his name was Penis Van Lesbian.
Oh, that's really good. Penis Von Lesbian. Oh man. Well, so David Pecker, the National Enquirer guy, he testified in this trial about a 2015 meeting with Donald Trump and Michael Cohen, where they talked about Pecker using his connections. They all strategized. Like Pecker said, "Hey, I'm going to use my connections at the National Enquirer to silence any potential people who are going to come forward to try and tank your what do you call that? Election
Campaign.
Thank you, Donald Trump." So he paid. There was a Playboy playmate named Karen McDougal, and Pecker paid her.
Sorry.
Pecker paid. How many Playboy playmates would David Pecker have
exactly.
to pay?
Playboy playmates. Pecker paid.
So Pecker paid Karen McDougal $150,000 in 2016, which is, man, that's a lot in that's at least $200,000 in today money.
They're wasting so much money.
Yeah, to keep her quiet about their affair. Donald Trump also has other cases that's going. I'd forgotten about these other ones.
He's got so many cases.
He's got the case for trying to overturn the 2020 election. He's facing that in D.C. and Georgia. He's got the one about having classified government records. He's got the one in Manhattan where he owes $450.
Oh, I forgot about the government records.
Right?
When they went to Mar-a-Lago and he's like, "Oh, these."
I keep him in the half bathroom. It's my poop bathroom. Sorry. Fuck. Damn it. I mean, okay. He owes $450 million in damages to New York City for business fraud. He also owes $90 million to the writer E. Jean Carroll for raping her in a Nordstrom.
I think it was Bergdorf Goodman
dressing room in the 90s. And Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
Hillary Clinton is selling mugs in their shitty fucking mugs. So she immediately took to Instagram and said, "We recently had some new merch made based on a phrase I hear a lot. The design happened to be finalized today. With your purchase, you'll support Onward Together groups defending democracy and get a pretty great mug to sip tea from." Link to purchase. I feel bad for whatever social media manager made this post.
I had to go to this post when it was posted, and I had to look at the likes to see which of my friends liked it, and I was like, "Okay, I see you."
Oh, interesting. I see one friend did.
Yeah.
We should buy these mugs.
No.
No? They're so bad. Turns out she was right about everything, and she's sipping tea.
When is she gonna let it go?
When is she gonna?
I mean? It's like,
you mean die?
You ran the worst election.
I don't know when she's gonna let it go.
In the history. I mean, Joe Biden is now giving her a run for her money for running one of the worst campaigns.
Joe Biden?
For president.
Oh, no. Oh, real fast, I really like this image. One of the courtroom sketches of what's his name? Of Donald Trump. For the audio listener, it's just Donald Trump, but like drawn with colored pencils. It's so wild that we still do that.
It is a very Trump face.
He looks like he's going, huh?
It was a perfect phone call.
Huh? It was a perfect payoff. I mean, whoops. I mean, there was no payoff. I mean, oops. Why do they still do it's just sometimes it's up to the judge. Like, hey, no cameras, no video cameras.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it makes it like crazy.
You've brought up this point before.
It turns into a zoo. It turns into a media circus. A veritable Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. That's too many ands. Ringling Brothers, Barnum, and Bailey.
I'm not familiar.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. It's stupid. It's too many ands. Too many. What's that word? What is and? What?
Ampersand.
No,
yeah.
no. What kind of word is it? Not a contraction. It's a. Come on, Schoolhouse Rock, boys. They were on a train. They connect the cars to the train. This is crazy.
Let me know when you're done.
Some English teacher fan is probably like, it's called a fucking. I don't know what it's called. All right. The anti-woke economy.
Well, you
and I are very anti-woke. We hate it. We hate this stuff. We'd rather be asleep.
Dude, I got never woke in my bio on everything.
I never woke up. I always sleep.
all this money getting funneled into the Trump campaign, it's coinciding with also people are pointing out this
fucking goddamn. Sorry.
Pointing out this new economy emerging. I mean, everyone remembers it was basically a year ago we covered, because it's now Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. We also forgot to talk about Stone Fruit season. Happy Stone Fruit season to all who celebrate.
Yeah.
But everyone remembers the fucking Bud Light fiasco and like all the Target shit and
yeah.
And now it's a big one is the Daily Wire. They have this like enormous e-commerce portion of their business where they brought in $23 million last year from selling, mugs that say liberal tears and like all that kind of bullshit.
$23 million just from anti-woke merch?
Yeah, but one of their big ones is Jeremy's Razors.
Jeremy's Razors.
Yeah.
I remember those like commercials where the guy goes, "Hey, are you tired of Gillette saying that you should suck off guys? Try Jeremy's Razors, where we only endorse straight sex. Straighter than our razors are straighter than your sexuality." Bub.
That's basically what it is. They launched it in March 2022 after Harry's Razors pulled ads because of misaligned values.
Oh no!
And so they're now branded. You can now shave woke free.
Oh, just what I need.
Do you feel like a cuck whenever you shave?
I feel like such a dipshit snowflake whenever I take out my wall peanut.
And you'll never believe this, but they're radically designed so you can shave like a man, not a manifesto.
That's pretty clever.
Is it?
Pretty clever. It doesn't quite make sense. Shave like a manifesto. What is that? What are you trying to say? I guess I get it, but it's also, I don't know. And wasn't there a beer too, like ultra right wing beer?
Yeah, the something dad beer.
No, you're thinking of Happy Dad, which is those guys.
No, it's
like right wing dad beer.
It's ultra right beer. Sorry,
ultra right beer.
Which has that's the thing. They've found that like, so the Daily Wire basically said like. Oh, here's a quote from their CEO. "We launched Jeremy's Razors for the same reason we launched a general and kids entertainment business and a news commentary and podcasting business. Because in order to win, we have to rip the economy in two." So they want this split. They want
a bifurcated economy.
And now
left
you have
and right.
they have companies like Public Square. It like features businesses that have traditional values.
Got it.
So you don't have to, you don't buy Tide, which is
gay.
Gonna turn all your clothes gay and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy
Pride.
Shit.
It's for your whites.
Yeah, but it's also gonna be pro-gay.
No, Pride like white pride, man.
What about Pride like Pride Month?
Oh yeah, I guess. Shit. Okay.
Actually, that's what they should do.
What?
You do Pride, you sell it to both. You
don't tell the other.
You get the left and the right.
Yeah.
You just get a different.
I mean, the whole thing is actually quite genius. It reminds me there was a German company a German startup over 10 years ago whose entire business model was taking American startups and just repurposing them for Europe. So they did it with Uber, they did it with like Grubhub and all these other things, and they were massively successful. They just copied it and pasted it and did it over there.
And here we're going to do it. We'll take woke companies, repurpose them for...
You really could. Like, hey, you tired of going to Airbnb, doing an Airbnb or a hotel where it's gay?
Do Bear B&B. And they're like, fuck, it's just for gay guys again.
Now that would be smart if Airbnb got ahead of it and they were like, oh shit, people are going to think we're too gay. We should have a subsidiary that's just for Pride people.
Which Pride?
This one's
gay or white?
This one's the gay Pride.
Okay.
This one's the gay Pride. And regular Airbnb.
It's for white.
It's like
Pride.
Diet Soda, It's like Diet Coke. You got the.
Which one is Diet Coke gay or which?
I don't know anymore. I don't know, but it is a good idea. It for them. I mean, it's a good idea in the sense that there's people dumb enough out there to participate in it, obviously, and who just want to be. So it would be really fun if an enterprising member of the LGBTQ community were to, go make a company that advertises and markets themselves specifically for right wingers, and then after a couple of years when you've made millions of dollars, reveal yourself, come out of the closet, so to speak,
Nice.
all over again, and those people will have an identity crisis unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Wait,
a public meltdown.
My favorite one is that you can use the site buywokefree.com, obviously,
Damn.
so you can make sure that your companies aren't doing anything.
How woke is Pfizer? The first thing.
Well,
says.
so this is my favorite thing. Meanwhile, the site buywokefree.com rates companies based on their wokeness. It takes into account companies' marketing and adherence to DEI. So it considers McDonald's and Lockheed Martin extremely woke.
Lockheed Martin is extremely
woke.
Whoa, I think McDonald's. Obviously their website sucks ass.
What are you talking about, dude? This rocks. Southwest is woke.
Southwest is
This
extreme.
sucks.
Oh, well, cool. StoneX, the financial services company we all know and love,
Great.
is
I know.
mildly woke.
I know where I'm investing.
I know that World Fuel Services. Oh no, Raytheon is somewhat woke. Procter & Gamble, not as woke as I would have thought. MetLife, interesting. Here's some woke-free brands none you have ever heard of in your
Oh my
entire
God!
life.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, all the ones that are
Patriot Shave,
Yeah.
Candid Naturals, A Better
those
Way.
are actually my favorite brands. The ones where it's like Rifle Coffee.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wake up with a shot to the head.
I should have gotten a. Yeah, sorry, I just yawned because I'm tired. I should have gotten a.
Let's keep listening.
I don't know.
To the tired guy
Diet
show.
Coke.
I'm cutting out you saying you're tired.
I am really. Wow, Goldman Sachs is extremely woke.
Dude, you know you can't trust them.
AutoZone, not very woke. Target,
Thank
quite
God.
woke. This is really fascinating.
Is it fascinating?
I
They're
think
just,
it's fascinating.
They're just finding any. They're just
Intel?
finding any company with a DEI platform
I
on
wanna
their
know how they-
on their
yeah, I wanna
website
know
and
how
being
they-
like extremely woke. Do not shop there.
Citigroup, Bank of America, Walt Disney, of course. That's their.
That's as woke as it
come on,
gets.
that's as woke
How's
as it
Wells
gets.
Fargo doing?
Wells Fargo is well into the woke. Starbucks,
Apparently
you
signing
guessed it.
people up for credit cards they didn't apply for.
Yeah.
Extremely woke.
Damn, Amazon is woke off the rails. Anyway,
Amazon woke off the rails.
so there you have it, folks. Now let's get into what we really
What we
care about.
all came here for.
GameStop.
Is that Roaring Kitties music?
I don't even think he has music, does he?
It's just a old. It's just like a when like a wrestler comes in.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What would that sound like? His music. Emil?
His music would be like, no,
that's football.
yeah, I think it'd be a bunch of meows.
That's NBA.
It'd be meow 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 meow
The meow
meow.
mix
yeah,
theme?
hell yeah.
Man.
But like dubstep.
Yes.
Well, so we all know that he reemerged a few weeks
We
ago.
all know it.
We all know that he reemerged. For my mom, it's the guy who like was behind the whole GameStop thing. He reemerged in the form of just tweeting a bunch of shit. And I speculated here on this show that his account had been hacked.
And what
because
happened?
He had not posted on Reddit. He had not posted on YouTube. It was only the Twitter account. And it was also so vague. But it caused GameStop to temporarily spike again from like $15 a share or $10 a share to like $70. Excuse me. And that was
Sorry about that,
exaggerated.
folks. Kate is a little under the weather.
I'm not going to do Let Me Talk to Your Manager. I can't do that joke
Great.
again. Well, so he finally is back with, he posted his actual, just like he used to in 2021 when GameStop first was going crazy. He posted screenshots of his account.
In your defense, none of this is verified or anything
True.
like that. It's all just,
It's wildly
it's being
speculative.
posted from his accounts.
It's being posted from his account. He's got the screenshot on there. And this time,
And he's not doing, like the YouTube videos and stuff
No.
that he used to do. So
yet,
we're,
he might.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
he's
yeah.
rolling it out
Mhm.
and nobody knows.
right.
But I've got his screenshot pulled up here. He now owns 5 million shares of GameStop at a average price paid of $21.27 for a total market value of $140 million. And then he also recently bought some June 21st $20 strike calls at $5.67, valued at $120 million. it's really fucked up to me. It's incredibly stupid, I think. He put these, just so everybody understands what these options mean. He paid $5.67 for them. So in order for him to break even by January 21st, he needs GameStop to be at $25.67 because it's the $5.67 that he paid for them, and it's the $20 contracts that he bought. So he's got to be over $25.67 by the end of June or June 21st to make money on those. And if he chooses to exercise those options, he needs cash to cover the initial purchase price, the strike price at which he would be buying those 12 million shares. So that would be about, or is it 1.2 million? Either way, he would need like 68 million. He would need way more cash than he currently has.
You know how much money he's got?
It shows in his screenshot that he's got
in one account
$29.2 million.
One account? You don't think Roy Kitty's got it like that?
Meow, 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 meow.
It's so perplexing. This guy won. He won already. It was speculated that he made like $50 million off of the initial run. My guess is...
Which he was wrong about his last guess, so...
My guess is he made that $50 million or so, and then he bought a bunch of GameStop, just the stock, or maybe some options, maybe a combination of both. He bought a bunch of it, started tweeting, sold a bunch of it into that pump, and now he's got a ton more, and then bought again lower and bought these options. And now...
just pumped it up again.
His last post on Twitter was just the Uno reverse card, the green card. So people were going nuts.
Meaning what?
I don't know. Just the tables have turned on the short sellers, I guess.
Also, GameStop earnings are coming up. You don't know how many Funko Pops they sold.
That's true.
They could have sold a hell of a lot of Funkos.
I believe that their earnings is coming on June 11th.
It's true.
And that was part of the thing that they were speculating about because he was posting clips from movies on his Twitter account. And they're like, oh, this movie came out on June 11th, 1994 or whatever. This movie came out on June 11th, ridiculous. 2006. I know. So they're like, maybe he's asserting that earnings are coming and they're going to blow it out of the water. But so this go around is different in so many ways from 3-4 years ago.
I mean, just the way it went up like a rocket ship, that is not happening here. It's
then his thesis was...
Didn't it peak at like $500 or something like that?
Something like that, pre-split. His thesis back then was GameStop is horribly undervalued because at the time it was, like $100 and something million market cap or whatever it was. GameStop is undervalued and it's shorted to shit. Like there's way too many shares short. There's more shares short than there are shares available to buy.
Right.
And so he took advantage of that discrepancy and it was just the perfect storm. And when it started to go, it ignited this, it just became this snowball effect that shot it up to $500 a share. It is way different now because he's not buying it at like rock bottom prices. He's buying it at whatever $15-16 billion valuation it's currently got. So the thesis that it's undervalued, like what's the value? $8 billion company. It's a totally different ballgame this time. He's not buying it at rock bottom prices.
Wait, that's what the market cap was when he was buying it the first time?
When he was buying it the first time, I think it was well under $1 billion. It was at like $1 or $2 a share.
Christ.
It was crazy. And it shot up to, however many $25 billion market cap, probably more than that. I'm getting it wrong, but I don't have the numbers right in front of me. But so yeah, like I said, this time is different. Not only because he's not buying it at rock bottom prices, but because the dynamics that were there in play to cause that squeeze no longer exist. There's like whatever the short interest is on it now is like, I think it's like 10% versus like 150% that it was a few years ago. So all he's got is his power, his meme magic.
Dude, he's a meme lord.
To potentially pump the stock. So it's really risky for him now because now everybody, every hedge fund, every pod, every trader, every institution can now see exactly what cards he's holding. And they are arguably, it's almost like he's tempting them. Like, hey, come short my shit, try to fuck me on these options and see what happens. So it makes you wonder
it doesn't
who
seem
he's...
like a great idea from
No.
what it looks like. No, I mean,
It's not.
he seems to have good cards, I'm saying. Like, every time he tweets a fucking meme,
Right.
the thing shoots up.
But it's
20-30%.
I think that it's losing its efficacy because now people see like, people at first were waiting to see if it was really him. So now it feels like, okay, this is really him. You would think that the stock would be well into the 30s or 40s by now, but it's not.
Dude,
It's just like, oh, okay, he's back and he's got a massive position.
Wait till he posts a YouTube video.
If he posts a YouTube video, but again, like, so what's his thesis going to be this time?
Wait.
The earnings are going to be good?
So I watched it yesterday and I saw that the volume was like 165 million.
Shares?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
on the but yet it didn't really move. Does that just mean there's an insane push and pull?
Yes. It
Yeah.
means that there's an incredible amount of churn. It could be, I mean, in small part, I think GameStop has a, oh God, I forgot what it's called. An ATM. I forgot what it stands for, but
Automatic teller machine.
thank you. They've got a filing out there that gives them, they basically can dilute at any time. So they've got shares to raise money, I think. And yeah, it's probably just a ton of retail traders pushing and pulling, market makers who are selling options, who have to hedge by shorting the stock or buying the stock.
That's the
or
other thing
whatever.
you forgot.
What?
Ape together strong.
Ape together do be strong.
If
That
he
is true.
somehow was able to exercise all 120,000 options contracts, what would that do to the stock?
It's not so much what it would do to the stock; it's what it would require of him.
No, I know,
Because
but if he was able
if
to,
he was able to do
had
that,
kind of money,
He would be a massive owner of GameStop. I think he'd be like,
Right.
he would have to file with the SEC because I believe the
Exactly.
threshold is 5%, and he doesn't quite own 5% of the company. But yeah, I think it could. I'm not quite sure. I think that whatever entity wrote those options contracts would have to deliver by giving him those shares, however many shares, 100 and however many thousand or million shares. Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on the actual numbers, but yeah, so that could create buying pressure if they close in the money and he exercises them. I mean, and then that could rally the whole market, all the retail traders behind him, and anybody who's, you're basically daring anybody to bet against you. And so, like Citron, the fuckers that I hate, but sometimes have good views. This guy had a good. I mean, he's basically saying what I was saying. What made Keith Gill, aka Kitty, interesting initially was his authenticity. He shared a detailed investment thesis and put his money where his mouth was, which combined with a high short interest in a restless country and boom, investing history. This time it feels different. Now with GameStop, he posts with a large account and a significant near-term option position, appearing more like manipulation without a solid thesis, considering the stock is now 2,000% higher than his initial video almost 4 years ago. We believe, meaning Citron, this short-selling group, we believe someone is backing Gill. There's no way he made this size trade alone. His reported finances don't support this trade.
Interesting.
Investors will see through this roaring Icarus. Ooh, I like that.
That is another point that we didn't quite mention is how different that period of time was, just not with GameStop, but just with the country. Everyone's sitting at home, fucking YOLOing options on on Robinhood. Yeah, aping fat bags together. Just completely different.
Mm-hmm. So I think I also agree with the part that he might be working with someone, because that is a massive size position just to be doing by yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's not fucking around money. That screams to me that he's coordinating with someone potentially. And with that amount of money, you've got to probably have good counsel in place that's probably letting you know, like, hey, here's the line. Don't toe it in terms of what can get you in trouble.
Well, that's the thing. So as of this point, they're saying he hasn't done anything illegal, but people are still not happy. I don't know if they've done it or taken any action yet, but E-Trade was like, we might just boot him from the platform because
they're worried that
we don't want to be facilitating market manipulation, and this is starting to feel a little market manipulating.
Yeah, the SEC in Massachusetts announced today, 2 days ago for you guys, that they're investigating him. But it's like this it's funny that they're going after this guy when otherwise you can have groups like Citron go short a company and then put out a detailed thesis that catches the targeted company flat-footed, so they have no response initially, and then they can go on Twitter or they can go on MSNBC or CNBC and tout their position of just like, hey, here's what I think. And they've already got their position on, and then the stock drops 20, 30, 40%, whatever it is, and then they clean up. Like, how is it any different?
And they've been doing research for however long.
Sure.
They've released these like hundreds pages reports being like, here's why they're totally fucked.
And they could, even though they're hundreds of pages or dozens of pages, they could be just total hearsay.
I mean, it was like the elf thing that we were making fun of.
They're associated with Nexium.
It was crazy how
their sales are going to get hurt.
That really broke through into just like the cultural moment. People were like, "Oh yeah, Alpha, they're in that cult shit,"
and
it was just like a short.
I mean, and that's one of the things where like that thesis was kind of probable, I guess, because it's hey, a bad reputation can tank sales, especially on a platform like TikTok, where everybody's very political, everybody's very opinionated, and the tide can turn on you.
Yeah, but
just
it felt
like that.
so tenuous. I mean, it was like they were like, and on certain occasions, they've been like, "Yes, Queen," it's like, or something like that, or they called people "girl boss."
Yeah, which is the same kind of language that Nexium leaders used. But so yeah, my estimation is that he could. I think he might, even if he does get in trouble, it's like the SEC is so fucking inept and impotent. What are they going to fine him $5 million? He can afford it.
All I know is I'm putting everything I got in GameStop. I'm aping fat bags.
That I woke up at 4 a.m. Yesterday and I bought some AMC and it's down from where I bought it, which is stupid. And then I went back to sleep and I woke up thinking like, all right, because everything was gapping up on this latest revelation with his position, and yeah, it just did not pan out. But I thought the same thing a few weeks ago where I was like, well, the pump is over and it died, but then he comes back out with this, so it's like, okay, we don't know what
isn't it still lower than where it was when it originally pumped?
Yes, I mean it went up to like $70 and now it's back to like 26.5.
The pump is kind of over,
but we don't know. That's the thing, is we don't know who he's in cahoots with. We don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. Just like he could be working with someone. They could have done a kind of, in as much as like I believe that Elon Musk fucked with the price of Tesla. It's like he did the math. Like, okay, I can fuck with the price of this and make X number of billions, but then I'm going to face repercussions. But the repercussions are going to be so small, like why wouldn't I do this to get all this money? And then, yeah, I can then afford the fine.
Right.
Maybe they're engaging in the same kind of behavior where, hey, we know that if we do get caught for this potential thing, we'll have made so much money on the pump that it won't matter. And the fines
we'll pay the little slap on the wrist.
Yeah, they'll be inconsequential. But then it's like, okay, but is he the type of person ethically and morally, given the position that he had with all these Redditors and retail traders as like the savior and stuff? Because if it's the case that he's doing that just to make a quick buck, he's doing it on the backs of all these retail traders.
Yeah, but some people are making money. Dylan, did you make money?
Last time.
Not this time.
Not this time. This week, I have some options, but yeah, no,
on
not
GameStop?
letting go. Yeah,
Okay.
What strike price?
30.
Okay, all right. Good luck.
Thank you.
They've got to get there. So for the uninitiated, that means GameStop has to get above 30 plus whatever Dylan paid for the contract in order for him to break even. What'd you pay for the contract? Let me guess. $2.20.
A little more.
$3.30.
Yeah.
All right.
So if it goes to
33, he'll be break even.
All right. So you're rooting for Roaring Kitty.
I mean, I am too. We're
Absolutely.
all, yeah. It's fun.
Okay.
But again, it's like the dynamics are different, but who knows? Maybe they're luring in short sellers. Maybe he's working with fucking Ryan Cohen. Maybe he's working with some of the insiders at GameStop and they know that
I feel like Ryan Cohen wouldn't be able to help himself but be tweeting at this point too.
That's a good point.
That guy is...
But maybe he's saving it.
Oh my God.
Who knows?
This is my...
Who knows, man? They might be ready to like come out with like, hey, we're gonna be investing in fucking, I don't know, AI, or our recent investments in AI have really drastically helped our margins, and we've got all this shit.
We're gonna make the Funko Pop talk.
We're gonna make the Funko Pop.
If GameStop
Make doctor's appointments for
if
you.
GameStop rockets because of an AI
Funko Pops?
an AI announcement, I'll
Jump off a cliff.
I'll fall on my sword in the next episode.
Yo, seppuku.
Yeah,
Seppuku for the true 1 year anniversary.
because that would be. Look, we've said it. We are so back. And yeah, you know what? I hope it rockets. I hope it goes to the moon on AI shit. I hope GameStop is now going to be able to find you games you love.
It might not be AI. It might be something more just like increasingly going digital as their own competing video game marketplace, similar to like Steam or something. Do they already have that?
Yeah, but it's powered by AI, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If it's not powered by AI,
yeah.
isn't that the whole thing? Wasn't that the thing with Salesforce? Salesforce was tanking because people were like, we don't know how to power this thing with AI. Like everyone's out there is like juicing their numbers with
We
being
just can't
like,
figure out how to power this with AI.
we're
though.
injecting
God.
this thing. Every aspect of our business is going to be AI from now on. And Salesforce is like, fuck, it's kind of, you don't really need the AI it.
There's so many fucking. I don't understand some of these companies. Like my little brother. We go to my mom's yesterday for chili after my haircut, and he
Wait,
works.
What?
What?
What did you say? We go to something chili?
Me and my brother went to my mom's house for chili.
Oh,
After
for
his
sh-
haircut.
She made chili
Okay.
after my haircut to celebrate my haircut.
to celebrate?
No, no, to comfort me. No, just because when I get my haircut down there, I
You
hit up
always
my
get
mom.
sad like any woman does.
No, I hit up my mom and I say, hey. Sometimes I'm like, hey, I'm coming down, and she one of the easiest
She
meals.
said, fire up the chili.
One of the easiest meals from our childhood that she makes is chili. And when she does that, you bet I'm there. And then Nate, my younger brother, comes up from Costa Mesa and we all have chili.
Okay, great.
It's like but I forgot what I was. Oh, so he is an apprentice for this HVAC company. And they're like putting him through school and putting him through the whole thing. And the company's called Johnson Controls. And I just Googled it because I'm like, what the fuck company is Johnson Controls?
Mm-hmm.
They're like a $50 billion company that does like $30 billion in revenues. Just another one of these like a fucking Salesforce and Atlassian. And there's just all these companies that you would have no idea that they even exist or what they do. It may as well be a made up ass name. And he told me a funny story actually, because he's got his work van and he's just like, oh yeah, I just bought this tool. Because my boss just like says, hey, you need anything, just buy it on the company card. He's like, look at this. It's like a $400 light that he needs for work. And he's got all these wrenches and tool sets.
A flashlight?
And all that stuff. It was like you stick it on and it's like a very bright LED light. But
Hey, we got to get one of those.
he goes, yeah, I worked with this guy. Because I said, Nate, you should be careful. Like, don't buy anything that you don't need. He said, I only buy stuff that I need and I can justify every purchase. But he said that there was this one guy he worked with who was using the company card to buy thousands of TVs
Fuck yes.
and then reselling them on
So
Amazon.
sick. Thousands?
Thousands of TVs.
Are you sure this isn't like the 139?
No, he said thousands of TVs.
Okay.
Over the course of a year, he was just buying TVs and reselling them on Amazon.
I mean, that's just a good business idea.
And I go, yeah, but he goes, it's not a bad idea. And I said, yeah, but look at him now. He's probably in jail. He's like, no, he's not. He just got fired and then he got a job somewhere else.
You can't argue with that.
Plus, he made a lot of money reselling the TVs. He should have just shared the profits with the company. Like, hey, I found a nice little viable business model that add to the bottom line there.
Hey, Johnson, how do you feel about getting into TV resales?
Let me ask Controls. Controls? How do you feel? Anyway, yeah, I wonder what GameStop's gonna what thing they're gonna pull out. I don't know what the fuck their business model is anymore. They sell games and they sell consoles and they sell Funko Pops. And they sell
I don't even know what the fuck they do. I mean,
it's a game store.
No, I
video
know,
game.
but so many games now, from what I understand, are
Digital.
they have digital stores. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think Xbox is they're about to do the latest. Is it Call of Duty? There's some new game that's about to come out that's that they're only selling. I think one of the first times they're only doing digital
From their
Premiere.
website, you can buy consoles,
Cool.
and then if you scroll all the way down, they have like,
AI.
oh my god, they're juicing everything with AI.
Oh, they've got merch. They've got
No,
gift
yeah,
cards,
they've got,
clothing,
like,
toys and
merch
games,
and-
collectibles, headphones, keyboards, trading cards, PC gaming controllers. So it's nothing that remarkable.
The store sucks.
The store
The
sucks.
store fucking bites, dude.
The store sucks. Yeah. There's this kid, I don't know if he watches the show or something, but there's this guy who keeps taunting me on Twitter.
Oh, you got a guy taunting you
And
on
like
Twitter?
a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Did you see, you still talking shit about GameStop now?" And I was like, I mean, I just traded AMC and I made like $5,000. And he goes, "Yeah, right." No, you didn't. And yeah, I hope that guy makes money. I really do.
Why? Because he's aping. He's thinking.
He's aping fat bags.
I'm aping.
I know what it's like to ape.
No, I'm losing.
I know what it's like to ape into a thing and feel married to it. I did that with so many companies before. I did that with the Justin Bieber penny stock.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you have to remember people's livelihoods are very attached to this thing happening, right? Some people, I mean, that was the darkest part of that whole debacle, was reading the people who like threw away their life.
Yeah. I remember reading about people doing that with the Facebook IPO. There was this woman who famously bought it at like the top of the IPO, mortgaged her house or something, and bought like $250,000 worth. And then it was trading in the teens, and she was like, "Well, I guess I'm just going to hold on to it." She's now probably made like $4 or $5 million off of that. God
Right.
bless her. But yeah, I agree.
I
with
mean,
you.
it's way better than, all the people with NFTs that are worthless, all
Yeah.
the people who got rug pulled by Logan Paul on some.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad vibes. Bad vibes, folks. Okay, let's do some good vibes.
Good vibes.
There's this billionaire dickhead who really wants to die in the ocean.
Well, so it's all very funny because I posted just a dumb tweet. You never know what's
You posted a dumb tweet?
which I often
say?
do. I said something along the lines of, I hope we get another submersible filled with billionaires this summer. We deserve it. We've been good. And it went very viral. And then like 2 days later, people are retweeting it and posting this story about how they actually do want to do that again this
Wow.
summer.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked. I'm excited.
Yeah, this real estate investor from Ohio, his name is Larry Connor. He plans to dive to the Titanic in a vessel made by Triton Submarines to demonstrate that deep sea exploration doesn't require one to be a daredevil. Great. Okay. Who cares, man? Who is out there being like, needs their mind changed on this shit? Like, let's see. Connor reached out to the CEO of this submersible company days after the OceanGate tragedy last June, encouraging him to finally build the vessel he had been designing for years to rehabilitate submersibles' reputation. We gotta rehabilitate the reputation.
There's that's the thing. There's this whole industry out there, and
Of submersibles?
yeah,
Really?
There's a Wall Street Journal article after the OceanGate implosion. The ultra wealthy still can't resist the deep sea.
That's
they gotta
wild.
get down there, man.
It's like the siren song of the deep just calls to these fucking billionaires.
well,
huh?
I think that comes hand in hand with being ultra wealtty, right?
What else can you do but explore the sea?
When they're told, "Hey, you can't go somewhere," they're like, "Fuck you." That's I don't know if you know this, but rich people, they have their own N-word that like you can't say to them.
It's no.
It's no.
Oh, okay. So it's not the gamer word?
No. It's
They have
but
their own N-word.
but I would never want to be around someone when they say no to a rich person. It's
They get scared.
they'll freak.
They freak out. They get the zoomies.
So that's the thing. You have whole industries popping up around. You got
Well, that's the thing is it seems like if you're a billionaire, you either go into the ocean or you go into space.
right, and so you get people going like, "Hey, did some dipshit loser tell you can't go to the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
Why don't you come down with us?
Wait, you either go
We'll explode your fucking head."
you either go into the ocean, you go into space, or you go to that island.
Hey, bring your son. We'll
Yeah.
we'll make his head pop all over the inside of his fucking.
Jesus Christ. Oh, speaking of sodas, or speaking of popping, I thought it'd be fun to talk about soda real fast because there's a bunch. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't had any Diet Coke recently.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't stocked up.
Oh, I thought you were maybe
too lazy. I'm like, I gotta go buy. Because the thing is, you go to Albertsons, and the way that they do it with Diet Coke is they've always got like, oh, buy 3 12-packs, get 3 12-packs for free. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to walk out of there with 6 12-packs, but at the same time, that's a bargain, man.
What is that? 72 cans of soda?
I don't even know. Nobody knows how much it is. Nobody
think
can
it's
do
72.
that. I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's just shy of half the amount of presidential candidates killed in Mexico.
Well, I don't want to be. I feel like a fucking clown walking out of Albertsons with 6 12-packs of 12 packs of Diet Coke. I feel like, oh, that's a guy with a problem.
Yeah, if I saw that, I'd go, get your life together.
They were on sale. And I'm putting him in the bed of my truck, just like one of those guys.
That also
like,
seems
yeah, I'll use
like
my truck.
You know the meme where everyone posts the Jesse Plemons thing from Game Night, where he's like, "That's
how is that profitable?
How is that profitable for Frito-Lay?"
Yeah, it's probably not Coca-Cola that's not profitable. It's Kroger's. Kroger, the owner of Albertsons, that's not profiting. By the way, man, you go to Albertsons these days, or any grocery store for that matter, it is bleak as fuck. You know why?
Why?
You got that constant voice of the automated of the self-checkout thing. Please insert your card. Do 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 do. They're all going off like 6 at one time. I would feel insane if I were a human checker.
You know
working
what you
at
do?
one of these places.
Do what I
Bring
do.
a gun?
Yeah, I bring a gun to these places. No. I go to Trader Joe's. It's so normal in there.
Yeah, it really is.
They really keep it normal in Trader Joe's, and
They
I like
do.
that.
What were you going to say? You would bring what? You would just not go there? You would go to...
No, that's what I would do. Go to
Oh.
Trader Joe's.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have Diet Coke,
They don't
though,
sell Diet Coke.
which is maybe a good thing.
They also sometimes don't sell the specific yogurt that I want. I like Fag.
Faye?
Fag.
They don't sell that. Yeah,
They don't sell that at Trader Joe's.
all
I like
Trader-
0% Faye.
You can just get that. They have Greek yogurt at.
But is it 0%?
I'm sure.
Okay, that's what you say.
And
They
you-
also don't have hot sauces that I like. They don't have Tabasco.
All right, stay your ass in Albertsons. I don't give a shit.
All right. Well, so I just thought this was fun because everybody's talking about this Olipop and shit, and they're really starting to creep up. Olipop did $1 million in sales in 2019, and now they're doing $500 million in sales this year.
You know what I think?
Double last year's sales.
No more new drinks.
No more new drinks. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
done.
Also, all this shit is bullshit. They're like, oh, it's got prebiotics.
That's
got prebiotics.
someone's getting sued. Someone's getting sued right now because they were like, that's the thing. We're not like other sodas.
We're good for you. We're good for your gut.
Yeah, we're turning your gut inside out. And now they're all getting sued. Your soda's not good for me. It's making me sick.
Yeah.
It's ruining my stomach.
And then there's Poppy. Poppy is like Olipop. And they all have
I think
celebrity
Poppy.
investors.
I think that might be the one where they're getting in
getting
trouble.
sued. Yeah, and they all have celebrity investors. They all have they're all because it's great for the celebrity, it's great for the brand. Celebrity goes out and endorses it. They own a chunk of the company. And then people, dipshits, go out and I got to get some of that Olipop.
Oh, I gotta get Olipop.
I've tried that shit. It's like fine. You know what's good? Zevia.
Ben Stiller got colon cancer from drinking too much Zevia.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No.
Were you just mad gabbing me? You just was like Ben Stiller got colon cancer
Yes.
from drinking too much Zevia. Did anybody get colon cancer from drinking?
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
You got to be careful with the Zevia.
Yeah.
All these fake ass. The only thing I'll drink, Spindrift.
Yeah, you are a nut for that Spindrift.
I always got
Your fridge would always be just chock full of those things.
still chock full of
Jesus
them.
Christ.
You know I love a Spindrift.
Yeah.
I feel rich when I have a bunch of Spindrift. in
Oh my
fridge.
god,
It's nice.
And when I got 3 different flavors,
Oh my god.
and the boys come
You got
over and they're
guests
like,
come over? Yeah.
"Can I have a Spindrift?" And I'm like, "Take your pick."
I-
We're living in
This
the
is the
lap of-
richest guy I know.
Yeah,
I used to fuck
and they're
with,
so cheap. You get them from Trader Joe's.
I used to do that with LaCroix. Where
No,
if
dude, that's not
But
cool.
LaCroix sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
LaCroix sucks now.
LaCroix always
The
sucked.
wool has been pulled over from my eyes.
LaCroix always sucked.
LaCroix always sucked.
Whoever said it that it tastes like someone like burped the fruit flavor.
Oh, Sure. Yeah. It's accurate.
Or it when you take a sip, it tastes like someone. If you had lemon, it tastes like someone just like whispered the like lemon as you take a sip of it.
The fuck? Interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
Like someone whispered it and you can taste it?
Croy sucks. Boo.
Yeah.
Of course sucks. But then I discovered Topo Chico, and then I got worried that Topo Chico
Oh yeah, because you
causes
said
cancer or
someone
something.
said that's the thing. You gotta go Spindrift. Also, if you want people to think you're fancy, get 3 different flavors of Spindrift. Stock your fridge.
Lemon,
People are gonna come over and be
raspberry,
like, "Holy shit!
grapefruit.
I didn't know Emil was a fucking Rockefeller."
I think that's a good place to end this episode.
Not me. I got stuff to say.
Well, we'll do that in the bonus. We got a lot going on in the bonus.
I picked a comment of the week for the bonus. I know we're not doing that, but
You picked a
stay
comment
tuned.
for the bonus?
I did,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about the French Open. We're gonna be talking about Djokovic's not only his match against Musetti, but also the Cerundolo match. Ben is so stoked about this.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
love that
talking about,
Cerundolo. We're going to be talking about blackface. I don't know why
we're
it
gonna be
says
talking about-
blackface in here.
New number 1 in the ATP. First time there's ever been a number 1 Italian man, Yannick Sinner.
Boy,
Chet-
there was marinara all over the court.
Chet Hanks said it's going to be a white boy summer. I think it's going to be an Italian man summer, if you ask
Oh
me.
man, we're going to be talking about my dentist's weird hair that makes me want to stop going to him.
We're going to be talking about Iga Swiatek. Is she beatable? We're all wondering.
I mean, anybody's beatable if you're big enough. You can beat anybody up.
No, that's not what we're talking about. Can
got
she
it.
be beat on the court?
Got it.
We're talking about.
A machine could do it. Terminator could do it.
We're talking
Can you
about
imagine Terminator playing tennis?
the Alcaraz Sinner semifinal matchup at Roland Garros.
The prison? Alcaraz?
That's Alcatraz.
Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you in the bonus BenandEmilShow.com.
Bye.